that the examination portion will be from these chapters only.
Okay.
Actually, I'm asking.
I think it will be more from Goodwill chapter.
Goodwill.
Yes, sir told the previous class.
And we have completed our Goodwill chapter.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's talk about previous class homework. Do you have some previous class homework?
Yes, sir. I had one, but I couldn't do that.
There is any problem?
The cash book.
The cash book.
I got it as cash book.
Which one? Actually, our previous class was on 17th August.
I have sent this in the chat.
Actually, I think this is miscommunication. This cash book is for another student and you received this report.
Yes.
This is 11th.
Yes, sir. That's why I was confused. Before this, I have tried the questions. I don't have any doubt in them.
Okay, so our Goodwill chapter is completed and you have to do some portion of that chapter. So have you done those questions?
Yes, sir. The questions, the homework you gave, I have done that 2-3 times, and few questions from my book also.
Okay, is there any doubt in those questions? Am I audible to? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Now I can hear you.
Okay. Just one. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Okay. So I am asking that is there any doubt in any of the question?
No, sir. No doubt.
Okay, so we should start a new chapter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next chapter is change in profit sharing ratio.
Okay, sir.
This is also part of partnership, change in profit sharing ratio. Okay. So sometime, let's say there is 3 partners, A, B, and C. And they started a business 5 years before, and they were sharing the profit into 3:2:1 because A has invested more money into the business, B has invested less, and C lesser than A and B. So that's why their profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. But they have agreed that in future, if they have sufficient money, then they will contribute that amount into the business, and then they will share the profit and losses equally. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Oh. So in future, now they have contributed the equal amount into the business, and now they wanted to uh, change their profit sharing ratio from 3:2:1 to 1:1:1. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, in this situation, like our profit sharing ratio is going to change. So, in past, we are distributing our profit into 3:2:1, but in future, we will distribute it in 1:1:1. That is equal. Okay. So,
Okay, sir.
what should we do into the business? What should we do into our books as adjustment? In this situation, what's need to be adjusted in our books?
The distribution of profit.
The profit is
Yes.
required to be adjusted, because if there is any profit related to past, then it should be distributed in which ratio?
The new ratio.
The new ratio.
Yes.
Profit of past will be
No,
distributed in
the
new ratio.
past one will be the old ratio.
Yes. Yes, profit of the past will be distributed in old ratio, because uh, that is earned in past, and at that time our profit sharing ratio was different. So we will not distribute any past profit in new ratio. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, so when there is change in relationship between partners, a relationship means the partner profit sharing ratio, because they are related with their profit sharing ratio. Yes.
Yes.
Because in let's say 1 lakh profit, they have to distribute 3:2:1. So they are related with each other with their profit sharing ratio. There is no other relation they have. Yes.
Yes.
Because partnership is started with all their consent, and also it is any business is established to earn profit, and partnership is started to distribute that profit. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So in any business, in any partnership business, partners come together to distribute the profit of the business. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So profit sharing ratio is their relationship, you can say. So now, if there is any change in a relationship of partners, relationship between partners, then it is called reconstitution. What it is called?
Security.
Reconstitution.
Reconstitution. Okay, sir.
Sorry. Reconstitution. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, what is a reconstitution? The Hindi meaning, actually, if you understand the Hindi meaning, it is called punargatan. Okay. So reconstitution means whenever we change the relationship between partners. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, if we change the relationship, change in the relationship between partners means change in profit sharing ratio. Change in profit sharing ratio. And it is called change in relationship. And this change in relationship is termed as reconstitution of partnership, or you can simply say reconstitution. Now, there
Okay,
is one more related word related to this is dissolution of partnership. Dissolution means and. So dissolution of partnership. Okay. But there are some portion related to this. One portion is what is difference between dissolution of partnership and dissolution of partnership form. Okay. So dissolution means and. Or you can say winding up, closing. Okay, finished.
okay.
So this is dissolution of partnership. There is a term we use, dissolution of firm. Now, can you tell me, is there any difference you are seeing between these two?
Between dissolution of partnership firm and dissolution of partnership.
Yes.
In dissolution of partnership, the partnership is ending, but in the firm is dissolving.
In dissolution of partnership, partnership is ending, and in
Yes,
dissolution of firm,
the
firm is
firm is
dissolved.
ending. Yeah, firm is ending.
Okay. So which will result in closure of business?
Partnership firm.
Partnership firm, dissolution of partnership firm?
Yes.
Yes. I told you that reconstitution or dissolution of partnership means change in a relationship. Only change. And dissolution of partnership form means end of relationship. There is no change. Okay. So if in future it is asked, then don't be confused. This is simple and different. Oh, now, so whenever there is change in profit sharing ratio between partners, it is called reconstitution. Now, there are different situations where we need to change the sharing ratio between partners. Like at the time of admission of a new partner, in this situation, actually, change in profit sharing ratio, the name suggests you that there is change in profit sharing ratio. But in admission, when a new partner admitted into the business, then the profit sharing ratio of old partners will also change. Yes or no?
Yes.
Same in the situation of retirement or death. If a partner is retiring from the firm or if a partner dies, then in both of these situations, the profit sharing ratio rate will change. Yes.
Yes.
So all these situation is called reconstitution of partnership or dissolution of partnership. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, yes. Now, in this chapter, what we have to understand, we have to study is first meaning of reconstitution. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir, I can see.
Yes. First meaning of reconstitution, which I already told you. Calculation of gaining and sacrificing ratio, accounting treatment of goodwill, revaluation of assets, and reassessment of liabilities, treatment of reserves, accumulated profit or loss, adjustment of capital, and then preparation of balance sheet. Now, all these adjustment is required at the time of reconstitution, means Whenever there is change in relationship between partners, we have to adjust these items in our book so that we can show the impact of change in relationship. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, I told you already meaning of reconstitution. Can you read the second line?
Calculation of gaining and sacrificing ratio.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what do you understand by gaining sacrificing ratio?
Gaining sacrificing ratio
Yes.
means gaining the profit for the person we are sacrificing. Means like
Can you repeat?
if person we are adding a person in the firm and if we are taking his loss, like we have to give him the profit if the company is taking the loss. But instead of giving him, then I
Why
don't
we
know
will give him profit if company is suffering loss?
because for that we have given them a guarantee for joining the firm.
If we are giving the guarantee, then.
Yes.
But otherwise, we will not give him a partnership. In partnership, we will not give him profit if we are incurring loss.
Okay, sir.
Okay, because he is partner, and that's why he need to share the profit and loss as well.
Okay, sir.
So calculation of gaining and sacrificing ratio means if you change the relationship between partners, like I told you here in this example, that A, B, C were three partners and their profit sharing ratio was 3:2:1, and now it becomes 1:1:1. Now, can you tell me who is gaining partner and who is sacrificing partner here?
A, B, the sacrificing part.
Okay, and B?
B, I think, is not gaining and sacrificing, so it's just normal, I think.
Why? Why do you think so? Because the ratio B is 2. And
No, the C. A, B both are sacrificing and C has only 1 and 1.
okay. So C, there is no change in C. Yes,
There is no change.
in ratio of C,
Yes,
and A, B is sacrificing.
yes.
So let me give you an example for this. Actually, let's say, let's change a little bit. A, B, C, three partners. They have 5, 4, and 1. Let's say mangoes. Okay.
So your voice is lagging.
Again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, I changed the setting, but still it is lagging. You are getting my voice.
Yes, sir. Now I can hear.
Actually, sometimes the weather condition is not good. It is worse, you can say. In last 30 days, almost every day it is raining. That's why network issue.
Yes.
Okay, so now A, B, and C, there are three partners and they have 5, 4, and 1 mangoes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, A is giving 2 mangoes, so he have only 3, and B is also giving 2, so he have only 2 now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And C has one man. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So in this situation, the solution is not correct, because if one partner is sacrificing, or if two partners is sacrificing, that total sacrifice would be received by the third partner.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Okay.
if A is giving 2 mangoes, B is giving 2, then these 4 mangoes should be received by C.
So it will be 5.
So it should be 5,
Yes.
because total was 10. And if they are sacrificing, then C will get this. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
But in this situation, you are saying that A is sacrificing, B is sacrificing, and there is no change in C. So C is not a gaining partner. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, whenever we compare the ratio, we don't do it in this form. We compare it in this form. Let's say 3/6 for A, old ratio, and new ratio for A is 1/3. Yes.
Yes.
B ratio was 2/6, and it is now 1/3. Yes.
Yes.
You are getting the point?
Yes, sir. I'm understanding.
Yes. And C ratio was 1/6, but now he is getting 1/3. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So whenever we compare a ratio, we do it in fraction form, not in ratio form.
Okay, sir.
Now, you understood here that A is sacrificing.
Yes.
B is also sacrificing. And there is no change in C, means C is not gaining, not sacrificing. Yes.
Yes.
Now, in fraction form, let's check. Let's verify. Okay, if we deduct, then 6, 3 minus 2. 1/6, 6. 2 minus 2. 0/6, or you can say 0. Minus 1/6. Okay. So A old ratio was more than his new ratio. So A is sacrificing here. This 1/6 we are getting is sacrificing. Yes.
Yes.
And the result in C is negative form. It means his new ratio is more than his old ratio. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Whenever the item we are deducting from something is higher, then the result is negative. Yes.
Yes.
So we are deducting old minus new. This is old ratio, and this is new ratio. And we are doing old minus new, but answer is negative. It means new share is more than his old share. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So he is gaining part.
So if it is negative, then it's a gaining partner.
No, not like that. In every situation, the result is not same. If we change the situation here, let's say we deduct like this 1/3 minus 1/6, then
It will be minus 1/3.
it is new and this is old. Yes.
Yes.
And if we get 2 minus 1, it is positive.
Okay, sir. Yes.
We have done here new minus old, and new is more than old. Therefore, the result is positive. And here we are doing old minus new, and new is more than old. So the answer is negative.
Yes, sir.
Is this clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. So his new ratio is more than his old ratio. That's why he is a gaining partner.
So the new ratio should be more than the old, then that person will become the gaining partner.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So in this situation, C new ratio is more than his old ratio. A old ratio is more than his new ratio. That's why A is sacrificing. And B old ratio and new ratio both are same.
Yes.
You can see if you do this, then this and this is same.
Yes, sir.
That's why there is no sacrifice, no gain in case of B.
Yes, understood.
Okay, so whenever we compare the ratio, we will do it in fraction form. If we do like this, then the answer will be wrong, incorrect.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Okay. I will explain it in detail whenever we are doing the question, but I'm just giving you overview of this chapter. That's why I'm briefly explaining everything.
Okay, sir.
Okay, the next topic is accounting treatment of goodwill. Do you remember goodwill? Because we have studied just right now. So I think you remember the concept of goodwill.
Yes, sir. Reputation.
Yes. And how it is calculated, you know that also.
Yes, sir. The formulas.
How many methods?
There are three.
Three. Which one? Can you tell me the name?
That I have to revise a little bit.
Okay, you don't remember?
No, sir. I have to. The names I don't remember.
Okay, just try to remember anyone.
Uh, Average profit method and then
Yes.
super profit method and
And
normal profit method.
capitalization method.
Yes.
Okay, so there is three methods for calculation of goodwill: average profit, super profit, and capitalization. This is just for revision purpose. It has no requirement in this chapter. Okay.
Okay, sir.
We will only discuss that how we will adjust our goodwill, not evaluate our goodwill. Okay. Evaluation part is complete in previous chapters, so we just have to adjust the goodwill.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, why we are adjusting goodwill? Now, this goodwill that we are talking about right now is not purchased goodwill. The valuation is done for self-generated goodwill. Yes,
Yes, sir.
I told you that purchased goodwill, we know the price. So we don't have to calculate the value of goodwill. We know the price. But
Yes.
in this case, like when we are evaluating goodwill, we are calculating value of goodwill, then it is for self-generated goodwill. Okay. And self-generated goodwill is a compensation. What is it?
Sir, can you repeat your voice so slightly?
A compensation.
The meaning.
Compensation, the meaning means whenever you lose something, you get something in return. Like you going from a bike or a car and you just bump into a bike or a bicycle. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And there is some damage in their bike. So you have to pay some damage. Yes.
Yes.
So that damage they are receiving is called compensation.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Okay. So goodwill is treated like compensation. Means we all know that goodwill is a value of name. Yes.
Yes.
The reputation the company have, it is called goodwill. Now, where this reputation come from? Their hard work. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, their hard work will result in profit. Yes.
Yes.
And that profit is distributed between partners.
Yes.
Okay. So, profit is distributed in old ratio, you can say. And in old ratio, it is 3:2:1. But now, in future, it will be distributed in new ratio, that is 1:1:1. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the goodwill which is appearing in the books, you can take this in this manner, like if there is any goodwill written in the books, then we assume that our previous business is gone. It is new partnership. Yes.
Yes.
I told you that if there is any change in relationship between partners, that is change in profit sharing ratio, then there will be reconstitution of partnership. Means the partnership is started with, you can say, new concept. Okay, so the old partnership comes to an end, and new partnership comes to come into effect. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so old partnership ended. So there is, if there is any goodwill written in books, then we have to remove it, because if old partnership is finished, it is ended, then there will be no name of that business left. Yes.
Yes.
That's why we remove any previous goodwill written in the books. This is our first concept for writing of goodwill. Okay.
Okay.
And the second concept we have is, if we have recorded goodwill in the books, okay, and there is a concept of AS26. As per AS26, only purchased goodwill is recorded in the books. Yes.
Yes.
Do you remember this concept? I told you.
Yes, sir, I remember.
Okay. So we only record purchased goodwill because we have paid money for it. That's why we record only purchased goodwill. Self-generated goodwill cannot be, you can say, evaluated with certainty. That's why we don't record self-generated goodwill. Now, we assume that in our books, the old accountant don't have any information about this accounting standard, this rule. Okay, so he has written goodwill in the books, and we have to remove it because it is incorrect to show self-generated goodwill in our books. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. The next part is, whenever we change the relationship between partners, then here A is sacrificing. A is sacrificing, and C is gaining. Yes.
Yes.
Now, B is not gaining, not sacrificing. B is neither gaining nor sacrificing.
Yes.
Yes. Now, if A is sacrificing, just tell me that he will accept the new profit sharing ratio without any thing in return.
Partner B.
No, A is sacrificing partner. He is giving his 1/6 share Here we have calculated it. Yes.
Yes.
1/6 share he is sacrificing, and 1/6 share C is gaining. Okay, so it is like A is giving his share to C.
Yes.
So A will give his share to C without anything in return.
He might ask for some changes.
He will ask for some compensation that I am sacrificing my profit share for you. So I need compensation in return. And this compensation is goodwill.
So the goodwill will be in the form of profit.
So there is two types of goodwill we need to adjust in these chapters, in these concepts. One is valued goodwill and one is existing goodwill.
Okay. Sir.
Okay, so the valued goodwill is adjusted for compensation purpose, and existing goodwill is just written off or removed from the book.
Okay, so can you repeat once more?
Yes, the valued goodwill is adjusted for compensation and existing goodwill is removed from the books.
Okay. Sir.
Okay, so this is our concept of goodwill. Now, the next concept is revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. Now, what is a revaluation? What do you understand by this word?
Rechecking.
Rechecking.
Yes.
So why we are rechecking our assets and liabilities?
Maybe we have made some mistakes.
Okay, we have made some mistakes, so we are checking that our assets are safe or not.
Yes.
What about liabilities?
Liabilities, maybe if we have paid or not, or we have written more liabilities than there are.
Then the actual liability.
Yes.
Why we need to verify this? That is there any?
So that there are no errors in the calculation.
Okay, so actually, whenever we do verification of assets and liabilities, it is done by auditor every year. Okay, auditor checks our book, verify our assets and liabilities, and see is there any problem with our books or not. So it is auditing procedure. We don't have to do anything with that. Okay.
Okay.
Now, revaluation is a different concept. We don't only verify our assets and liabilities. With the time, there is some changes in the value of assets and liabilities. Yes or no?
Yes.
If you have purchased, let's say, a bike 5 years before, the bike will have same value today or not?
No, it will change.
It will change. If you have purchased a land in your city and you have purchased it in, let's say, 30 lakh, will the value remain same today also if you
No, it
have
will
purchased
change.
it 5 years before? Yes, it will also change. Same goes with building, same goes with land, machinery, car, bike, furniture, everything. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And there are some liabilities also which changes over the time.
Okay. Sir.
Okay. So due to this change in value of assets and liabilities, we want to calculate the actual value of assets and liabilities. Okay. So we calculate the actual value in present, not in past. We have purchased it in 30 lakh, but maybe the value is now 50 lakh. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this profit is related to past or future?
Past.
Past. So it should be distributed in old ratio?
Yes.
Yes. And if it should be distributed in old ratio, then we will calculate it first and then we will distribute it. Because if we don't calculate it right now, or we don't distribute it right now, then in future we have to distribute this revaluation profit or loss in new ratio.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why we need to calculate the revaluation profit or loss. Okay, next is treatment of reserves, accumulated profit or loss. You already told me in the beginning that if there is any reserve or profit in our books and it is related to past, then it should be distributed in past ratio, old ratio. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now, if we don't distribute it right now, then in future we have to distribute it in new ratio. So every profit or loss in any form, we have to distribute these in old ratio because these are related with past. And if we are going to distribute it in old ratio, then first we need to calculate it.
Okay.
So these adjustments are done because we need to calculate profit or loss due to these adjustment. Now, next is adjustment of capital. Now, I told you right now, just in the starting of the class, that A, B, and C were partners. Their profit sharing ratio was 3:2:1, and they decided that in future, if their capital will be capital will change, then they will also change the profit sharing ratio.
Yes.
Yes. So if they have contributed the same amount, then they also require to get some equal profit.
Yes.
Yes. Now it is just opposite of this concept. When we change our profit sharing ratio, okay, without changing capital, if we agree to change our profit sharing ratio, then the partner who is sacrificing will say or will demand that every partner should have equal capital or capital in their proportionate ratio. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So if the ratio is going to be equal, then they should invest the equal capital. Okay. So that's why at the time of change in profit sharing ratio, if their capital is not same or not as per their profit sharing ratio, then we need to adjust their capital as per their profit sharing ratio.
Okay.
Okay. The next concept is preparation of balance sheet. Do you remember the concept of balance sheet?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me?
Balance sheet. Maybe have to revise.
Okay, do you remember any items that is written in balance sheet?
Balance sheet. If there's any profit in the firm, it's written in the credit side, and if there is any loss, it is written in the debit side.
Actually, in balance sheet, there is no debit and credit side.
I have to check once.
Okay, yes, you need to revise this because if you understand or if you remember the previous concept, then it will be easy. Okay, now balance sheet is prepared after preparation of profit and loss. Okay, it is
Okay.
part of final. So there was 3 accounts that we prepared in final account. First is trading account, second is profit and loss account, and third is balance sheet. Now, balance sheet is not a account. That's why it does not have any debit or credit side. It have only asset side and liability side. Liability side means left side of the format and asset side means right side of the format. It is same as accounts, but it does not have any debit or credit side. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, in balance sheet, we write all the assets and liabilities. Okay. Internal liabilities and external liabilities both. External liabilities include creditors, loans that we have taken from outsiders. And internal liabilities means liabilities which we have to pay to partners, means capital, partners loan. These type of liability, we have to record it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, in asset side, there is cash, bank, shares, stock, and there is machinery, furniture, land, building, goodwill. So all the assets, either tangible or intangible, write it on the asset side of the balance sheet. The balance sheet will be equal. Still lagging?
Yes, sir. Your voice is there.
Yes, it is that connection is stable. Is it clear or still lagging?
So it's lagging.
Okay.
No, it's clear, sir.
Okay. So I'm saying that in asset side, there is many tangible assets or intangible assets we write. Okay. And after that, we total our balance sheet and both sides should be equal.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is our balance sheet concept. So this is overview of our this chapter. Now I have told you the definition of reconstitution. You can take the screenshot of this. Partnership is based on agreement. When there is any change in agreement,